I never expected my life to veer off course during lunch break, but the universe rarely checks your schedule before throwing you into chaos. I was sitting outside Caltech's astronomy building, poking at a microwaved pasta and scrolling through star mapping software on my tablet. It was an ordinary sun-bleached Tuesday in Pasadena. Birds chirping, students laughing, car horns in the distance, until the sky tore open like someone peeled back the fabric holding reality together. A slit of shimmering violet light appeared overhead, widening with an eerie hum that vibrated through the concrete bench beneath me. Other students gasped. Few bolted. Someone yelled, "Is this a prank?" But their voice was swallowed by the growing distortion. Then the tear in the sky folded outward, forming a circular rift. And from it descended a massive vessel, sleek, silver, and shaped like a crescent moon, its surface covered in shifting glyphs that glowed faintly like bioluminescent tattoos. A crowd gathered. Some filmed. Some prayed. I just sat frozen, pasta spoon halfway to my mouth. The ship stabilized about 20 feet above the lawn. A column of blue light extended to the ground, and when it faded, 5 figures stood where it had touched. Humanoid. Elegant. Dressed in armor that resembled polished amethyst. Their skin shimmered faintly, almost metallic, and their hair flowed behind them as though underwater. 4 of them, clearly soldiers, held long crystalline pikes. The 5th was unmistakably in charge. She stepped forward with a regal grace, wearing a cloak of fluttering silver filaments that moved like living threads. Her eyes glowed a deep opal, shifting color with her emotions. An ornate circlet floated an inch above her head, spinning slowly. The students whispered frantically, "Is that a queen?" "No, a princess. I think I've seen that design in Xenolinguistic archives." "It's an invasion." I just stared, feeling the absurdly mundane regret that I hadn't shaved that morning. The princess surveyed the crowd, and then her gaze locked on me. Her lips parted in a breath of recognition. She pointed dramatically, her voice resonating through the air, amplified by some unseen technology. "There." The crowd fell silent. "That one," she declared. "That is my husband." Everyone turned toward me, including me. I blinked, pointed at my own chest and squeaked, "I'm sorry, what?" Students burst into laughter. Few clapped me on the back. "Bro, congrats on the marriage." "She's gorgeous, dude, go get her." Someone yelled, "Kiss the alien princess." And the whole lawn erupted. The soldiers moved instantly, leveling their crystalline pikes at the crowd. The laughter died in a choking hush. The princess strode directly to me, her cloak whispering behind her like snakes made of silk. She stopped inches from me. Close, her eyes were galaxies. "It is you," she murmured. "At last." I think you have the wrong guy," I stammered. "I'm Daniel Ruiz. I'm 26. I study astrophysics, and I've never, been married. Especially not to someone from space." She tilted her head. "Perhaps you do not remember your past life." "Oh great," someone muttered. "He's reincarnated royalty," another student whispered. "I bet this is some government test." But the princess ignored them. She touched a device on her wrist, projecting a faint hologram. It displayed a figure who looked eerily like me, except wearing ornate robes and standing on a crystalline balcony overlooking 3 moons. I felt my stomach twist. "That was you," she said softly. "Kalian, crown-bonded consort of the Etherian Dominion. My destined partner." "I'm not that guy," I said weakly. "I promise you I'm just a dude who microwaves questionable pasta." Her brows furrowed. "But your energy signature is identical. Your soul threads are the same." She reached for my hand. The moment our skin touched, a pulse of warmth spread through my arm. Images flashed in my mind. A palace made of glass, a sky filled with swirling auroras, a woman who looked like her but younger, laughing as she held my hand. I jerked my hand away with a gasp. What was that? Her voice softened. Fragments of who you were. Before I could argue, a deep rumble echoed overhead. The rift darkened, and another ship, larger, menacing, bristling with claw-like structures, emerged. The princess cursed under her breath. "The Dominion hunters," she said. "They have followed us." Her soldiers formed a protective circle around her. "What do they want?" "Ask you," she said simply. "Or rather, the soul within you." "That's not comforting." Weapons lit up on the hostile ship. The princess grabbed my arm. "We must go." "Go? As in, with you? On that ship?" "Yes," she said firmly. "Your life depends on it. And so does the treaty binding 3 star systems. If they capture you, everything collapses." The hunter ship fired a warning blast that shook the lawn, sending students running. I looked at the princess, the strange familiarity in her eyes, the echo of memories I didn't understand, the complete absurdity of the situation. "This is insane," I whispered. "Insanity or destiny," she replied. "Sometimes the difference is only perspective." The soldiers opened a protective path toward the blue beam. The ground vibrated as the enemy ship charged weapons. "Okay," I yelled, throwing my hands up. "Fine. I'll go with you. But I want to make it very clear that I didn't agree to any marriage." Her lips curved in a small, hopeful smile. "Consent is sacred among my people. You owe me nothing but your presence. And your safety." We stepped into the beam. Light swallowed us. When I regained my senses, I stood in a chamber of smooth silver walls that glowed faintly when touched. The air smelled like sweet ozone. The princess approached again, but this time gently. "I know this is overwhelming. You were reborn far from home. But you deserve the truth." She bowed her head slightly. "I am Princess Elindra of the Etherian. And the soul you carry, Kelein, was my promised partner, bound by ancient right." "I'm Daniel," I said quietly. "Just Daniel. And I will honor that," she replied. "What comes next will be your choice." Before I could respond, alarms blared. A projection appeared showing the hunter ship pursuing us through the rift. "They won't stop," Elindra said. "Not until they tear your soul free." "That sounds bad." "Very," she agreed. Her voice trembled for the first time. "I brought you into danger. I hoped bringing you home would restore your memories, but..." A sudden clarity hit me. Not a full memory, but a feeling. Purpose. A tether between us that vibrated with familiarity. "Elindra," I said, surprising both of us with how steady my voice sounded. "Tell me what you need me to do." Her glowing eyes widened. "There is an ancient bond mark," she whispered. "If we activate it, the hunters cannot touch you. But it must be done willingly. And it doesn't marry me to you. It binds your soul to protection, not partnership. The choice of partnership would come later, if ever." Exhaled. "Then let's do the protection thing." She placed her hand over my heart. Light blossomed beneath her palm, spreading through me like warmth instead of pain. Symbols glowed along my arms. When it faded, I felt stronger. Oh. The hunter's ship closed in on the projection, but bounced off an invisible barrier. Elindra let out a breath of relief. "You are safe," she murmured. "For now." "Yes. For now," she said. "And whatever comes next, we face it together." I nodded slowly. Maybe I wasn't the alien princess's husband.